Hey there. All right. So welcome back to Monday. This is actually all for Bailey. You're my only one on this in this particular topic of geometry right now. So welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful vacation. I really missed you last week. And let me know if you want to do a one-on-one Zoom just sometime this week, just to kind of catch up, talk, go over math, go over whatever you want. Just let me know. All right, so we're gonna recap on types of triangles. I know the last assignment that you did on triangles was I totally messed up and gave you both kinds instead of just the one, and you already showed me perfect. So we're just gonna do a quick recap today of types of triangles, and we might practice them some more tomorrow. I'll kind of see based on, what I think you need. So let's go ahead and get started. Remember that there are three ways that we classify triangles by sides. The first way is equilateral. They're all equal. Second way is isosceles, where two sides and two angles are equal. The third side and third angle, not. And then we have scalene, where nothing is equal. Okay? Now we can also classify triangles by angles. And you already showed that you kind of got it by just looking over the notes the last time, and I'm proud of you for that. I'm going to go over it real quick, and I'll let you go. So the first way that you can classify by angles is acute. And I always think, I know this is way overdone, but when I think of an acute triangle, I always imagine my old school Italian grandma going, "Oh, you're just such a little cutie," to babies, like all the time, right? And I don't think that's particular to Italian grandmas. I'm pretty sure that's all grandmas. When they, "Oh, you're so cute," that kind of stuff. And it's always little babies. I mean, not all babies are little, but little in comparison to regular humans, right? So an acute triangle would be a triangle where all of its angles are less than 90 degrees. All angles less than 90. Because they're little and they're a cute little triangle. And if you don't say it in that funny little voice, well, then you're just not having enough fun in math. I'm kidding. It's okay if you don't say it in that voice. I know not everybody's a dork like me. So for example, one in the notes I gave you was one where it was 50 degrees, 70 degrees, and 60 degrees. And that's an acute triangle because they're all less than 90. Now, you could have one that looks like 90, but this might tell you that this is 89 degrees. And these are something, I don't want to do the math right now. So 89 degrees is still an acute angle. 89.9 degrees, as long as you don't round it, is still an acute angle. I won't put any in there that are that crazy and that tricky, and nor would I ever have you measure it. If there was ever one to trick you, it would give you that measure. But I'm not, you know me, I don't trick you. Anyway, that's an acute triangle. The next one is an obtuse triangle. And an obtuse triangle, so an acute, all three angles have to be less than 90, but an obtuse, we only have to focus on one of those angles, and only one of those angles has to be bigger than 90. So we might see one like this. Oh, wow, you can't really see that. There we go. Where this angle right here is clearly bigger than 90 degrees. So an example, this could be 100 degrees. And these could both be 40. All right. Doing good so far. So an obtuse, only one of them has to be bigger. And our last one, and yeah, all these notes are the same notes that you've been using right down below, maybe a couple of videos below, but they're right below, is a right triangle. And a right triangle is, think of a right angle, 90 degrees. Similar to the obtuse triangle, only one angle has to be it. And so you'll have a triangle. Again, it's hard to see. Sorry about that. All right, so if you ever see it where it says 90 degrees, or it might have a box. It can have one or both of those things, and that means it's a right angle. If it has a right angle in it, then it is a right triangle. Okay, so those are the three ways to do it by angle. So, but here's the trick. When we classify triangles, we usually classify them by sides and angles. So we're going to do an example or two like that. So I'm going to write up here, remember, we have equilateral, scalene, and isosceles. So that's the first set. That's classifying it by the sides. To classify by the angles, we have acute, obtuse, and right. So if I say classify a triangle by both sides and angles, you have to choose one from both. Okay, let's try one real quick. I'm going to do an example that I actually did with you. It's in the notes. So where this was 100 and these were both 40. So if we know that those are both 40, even though my drawing is terrible, we can assume that these two sides are equal. I know my picture sucks. I'm sorry. So if we were to classify this, we would classify by sides. They're not all equal, but they're not all not equal. We have two that are equal. So this would be an isosceles. And if we look at the angles, they're not all smaller than 90. There's no 90, but there is one that is bigger than 90 because it's a 100-degree angle right here. So this would be an obtuse isosceles, or isosceles obtuse, which just doesn't sound as right. That's why I do obtuse isosceles. Okay, let's try one more. Well, actually, we're going to try two. Okay, if I give you this one, I automatically tell you all three sides are the same. You might see tick marks. It could also be something like where they all have a number. So say I tell you all the sides are equal to 8.6. Automatically, you can say, they're all equal, so it has to be equilateral, right? Now, if we look at the angles, they're all 60 degrees, which means they're all less than 90. So this can be acute. And again, I don't care what order you put it in. It just sounds grammatically correct to say acute equilateral than equilateral acute. I really don't know why. I don't make those rules. Okay. All right, I'm gonna throw one more up here for you. Let's say, I'm gonna say this is 8.9, 7.2, and 6. And there's a right angle. This is gonna be 60, this is gonna be 30. Doesn't really make sense if you look at it with my brain because I made it up. People gotta be loud. Okay, so first let's look at it by sides. They're not all the same. There's not even two that are the same. So therefore there are none that are the same, so it's scalene. For the angles, they're not all smaller than 90. There's none bigger than 90, but there is one equal to 90. So this would be a right scalene triangle. Okay. All right, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, holler at me and I can help you out. All right, good luck.